Brace yourself for the new update, packed with goodies for everyone. I was right, new loot run changes, but also things I didn't predict, like early level content, awesome ability changes, and shiny mythics? Let's get straight into it. Loot running as you know it is nothing but a memory. Things have completely changed. Like many hoped for, chests are now client-side, meaning no one can take them from you, and loot will fill up based on how long it's been since you last looted a chest on that class. But that's not all. Oh no, loot running is now an actual mechanic. Sign up in Sinfras and then head to a loot run camp. There's one in Lutho and one in Corcus, but more will come to other in-game areas. Start your run, you just pick a beacon, go there, complete the challenge. It can be fighting, defending, or looting. Once you're done, you get some loot. Then there's more challenges to pick from to keep going. There's even unique bonuses you get from different challenges. Once you're done, just head back to the camp, end your run, and claim your reward. Each week has new rewards for each camp. There's everything from normal loot, exclusive items, runes, keys, even loot run tomes, and shiny mythics. Once a week, one mythic will be picked at random to be shiny, and it's exclusive to only loot run rewards. It's time to get a perfect shiny disco, boys. If you want to learn more about it, check out my upcoming loot run guide. Even though this is an endgame update, the early game hasn't gone untouched. A huge change is the rebuilding of Nivla village. They brought back the tree houses and it's so pretty. Plenty of early level quests have been reworked into being part of an actual early game questline, and some have gotten a general rework to refresh them. Many quests have also been tweaked slightly, and there's 2 new additions, supply and delivery and taking the tower. But new things is not everything, because Macabre Masquerade and Craftmas Chaos were removed. Studying the Corrupt was also removed. Why? Well, because there's a whole new dungeon, the Time Lost Sanctum. It will also be a higher level, making the Underworld Crypt dungeon level 24 and this one instead level 27. But that's not all. There's more exciting changes. The quest book is now fully remade into the content book, showing all the relevant content that you can explore in your adventures, even marking the most important quests with a storyline tag. But there's more. Caves are actual content now. In your content book, caves will now show up, and on your first completion of them, they'll reward you with a bit of XP based on the area level. You get a whole million XP from just the Silent Expanse ones. And like last update, prepare for some ability tree changes. Archer's Trapper archetype has leaned more into a summons class with some new abilities like Ivy Root Mamba, which summons a snake after the Arrow Storm ability Bryophyte Roots disappears, which damages and weakens nearby enemies. Murder Flock summons a crow when basaltic traps detonate. The bird will attack and blind enemies, temporarily removing their aggro. Beast Lore increases the max summons and increases the hound damage. And Sharpshooter has gotten abilities like Coursing Restraints, which makes Shocking Bomb weaken enemy defenses. Facing Beam, which makes Twain's Arc recharge faster as well as pierce up to 5 additional enemies. Then there's also Recycling, which gives you mana back for every arrow you miss. Shaman has seen some love finally given to the Ritualist archetype with abilities like Totemic Shatter, which makes the totem trigger 8 seconds worth of its effect in an instant for quick AoE damage and heals. Haunting Memory, which throws off the masks when you switch them, and if they land on an enemy it will give them different debuffs, allowing you to plan out cool combos. Chant of the Lunatic, which weakens enemies, making them more susceptible to your attacks. Seeking Totem, making the totem now follow the player when using the Mask of the Coward. Awakened, the ultimate ability has also been reworked. Now you get all the mask bonuses, but you can still switch them around to trigger the hymns, the chants, Haunting Memory, and Masquerade. The mask debuffs have also been switched around a little to make a bit more sense. Warrior hasn't been a focus, but it has still gotten some changes such as Sacred Surge. Unleash a Holy Beam. You charge it by triggering any abilities and cast it with Bash or Uppercut, basically a free damage boost. And Cleansing Breeze, which lets you remove fire and negative effects from your allies that you charge past. Mage has also gotten some slight changes, such as an Ophanim boss bar to track their health but also your healing powers. Assassin even got some love with Nightcloak Knife getting a huge duration increase. And of course, there's even more. For y'all proffers, there are new endgame gathering ingredients. You can find them in Molten Heights, the Void, Joefresh Docks, and the Toxic Wastes. And then you just refine whatever you collected and it will give you ingredients for crafting powerful items. The one in the Void will even gift you unique trinkets. There's also new major IDs as well as new item identifications. Looking to use some items? Well, the Heroes Festival event items like the long-awaited 11th hour is now available on the Isles of Fiction. But items costs money and money-making methods are getting nerfed. Tier 3 ingredients will be twice as likely to drop from regular mobs, so larger supply means less value. And mythic grinding using eco caves has been removed. Housing also got some changes, such as the bookshelf to store your tomes, perfect for the new loot running ones. And there's the microphone to send special messages in housing chat. And speaking of chat, that's also been improved for newer versions with new rank banners and icons, even a little thing for the Silver Bull subscription. And shouts are also now purple to stand out even more. Yay ads! But hey, if you hate ads, /ignore now works for shouts and guild messages. There's also been plenty of bug fixes and quality of life fixes, most notably being the removal of token drops in dungeons, replacing them with a counter instead. The beta might not be out right away, but hang tight. And that's it. I'll be back with a loot run guide. Goodbye!